By the time you hear this, I'll be gone. Maybe I'll be at the airport, or maybe I already have left the country. But there's one thing I need you to know. So Mom, Dad, if you hear this, I want you to know I'm not doing this because I don't love you, but I need to love myself. You probably have no idea who I really am, and to be honest, I don't really know myself either. But I'm going to try the best I can to introduce myself. My name is Anne, I'm 23, and I've never felt more lost in my entire life. I don't know if you've ever felt the same as me, that you're living your life thinking everything is fine until you experience something better to realize you've been lonely and something has been missing the entire time. Well, that happened to me. So right now, here I am on a one-way ticket to Bali. The goal is to create a new life for myself. A life that feels like mine. A life that makes me happy and gives me purpose. I'm therefore going to try to become a full-time content creator. But I only have 3 months to make this work, or I'll have to go back to a life that no longer feels like mine. My journey started in Canggu, and to be honest with you, the place in itself sucks. It's garbage everywhere, dirty, crowded, noisy, and it even walks around loose dogs everywhere, even bunnies. But the weird thing I can tell you is that I still completely fell in love with this place. You might wonder why, because to be honest, it was not about the place in itself. It was the people, the social environment. It felt like everyone had come there by themselves with a dream. The same goal, everyone was in the same situation. And it was a weird feeling, but I really can't describe how unreal my life felt in Canggu. Wherever I went, I met famous influencers. I partied with international supermodels, worked out with fitness influencers, and even hang out with YouTubers. But the thing that felt most weird of it all was that everyone had faith in me. Everyone told me I can do it, and it felt weird because back home everyone thought I was wasting my time. Friends, family, classmates were all thinking I was on the wrong path. But here, people told me I could do it. Wherever I went, people had faith in me. And suddenly I started having more faith in myself. I could see a bright future and the light of the end of the tunnel. I can tell you, I didn't really take so many films from that time. I was too busy having fun and living life in the moment that I completely forgot to document it. But I can tell you, it was some of the best weeks in my entire life. And the time kept flying away. But everything was about to shift. I didn't know what was waiting for me. After a while, I realized I had to see more of Bali. That was when I took a trip to Ubud, a place that was going to change how I saw life forever. The thing I can tell you about Ubud is that it's the completely opposite of Canggu. It's quiet, rice fields everywhere, nature, local life, and I'm not joking when I tell you monkeys walk around everywhere. You probably wonder how a wonderful and peaceful place like this could end up turning my mind into chaos. But the thing is, it was exactly the peace and quiet that made my head start overthinking. So much fun had constantly been happening. I didn't have time to think and had forgot about the rest of my life. Now my head was suddenly planted back on the ground and it felt like it was underwater and filled with anxiety and fears. I had now lived 3 weeks in Bali and achieved absolutely nothing. Maybe around 3 followers. But the worst part was, I had posted so much on my social media account about leaving everything behind, starting a new life in Bali. that failing really felt like I had lost everything. But the thing that might surprise you is that I realized I wasn't really scared of failing in itself. The thing I was more scared of was what everyone would think of me if I failed. I had posted on an Insta user filled with all classmates, friends, old flirts. What would they all think of me if I failed? It all got to my head. I kept imagining them talking about me, looking at my videos and laughing. I have been so stupid. Why did I even try? The pressure was so bad it almost broke me. I spent most of my time in Ubud alone, out in nature, reflecting. At the start, I could feel a lot of anxiety and stress through my body. But after a while, it felt like my mind started to clear. Right now, I'm going to tell you a story that sounds a bit too cliché to be true, but it is. But one day, I met a monk on one of the rice fields, and he told me a quote that will forever change my life. The ones judging you for trying will never be the successful ones. A successful businessman will never judge you for wanting to start a business. A runner will never judge you for starting to run. A baker will never judge you for wanting to bake. It's always going to be the ones too scared to try themselves. The ones that have given up. They judge you because if you fail, it makes it easier for them to justify that they never had the courage to begin. Right then and there, I thought the quote didn't affect me. But when I returned, I realized it had changed the way I saw the world. I promised myself I was no longer ever going to be scared of being judged for trying. I was super excited to return back to Canggu with my new mindset. But when I returned, nothing was like expected. There was one hard truth I didn't learn about Canggu the first time I was there, that now was about to hit me in the face like a rock. There is one truth you need to visit Canggu 2 times to learn, or at least stay over time. The thing I was about to learn about Canggu was that it's a place that builds your dreams and gives you community, but it's not a home. People come to Canggu to learn something and to grow, but they never stay. Canggu is probably the easiest place in the world to make friends, but they will always be there temporary. You can make 10 friends in one day, but in the end of the week, they will all have left and you're back to 0. I realized Canggu had already given me the thing I needed, the faith in myself. I had to keep exploring, to keep growing. I spent the rest of my time in Bali traveling around, still using Canggu as a home base. I don't really know how I'm going to explain this, but the things I saw now and experienced was the most insane of my entire life. I now explored Bali as a new person, with faith in myself and less scared of other people's judgment. The thing I will forever remember most about Bali is the variety of people I hang out with. If there's one thing solo traveling has taught me, it is to be open-minded and never judge a book by its cover. You remember I told you earlier my life in Bali felt unreal? Well, now it was even weirder and more crazy. My life literally looked like this. One day I hang out with locals having no money and couldn't even afford a bed. The next day I could hang out with influencers from Dubai. I hang out with people that came to Bali to work on themselves, grind and grow, and others just to have fun and party. But the thing is, everyone keeps showing me a new perspective and teaching me something. I believe everyone comes into your life for a reason. Not everyone to stay, but to teach you something. But to be honest, the friendships I appreciated the most was always the ones I didn't plan for. The ones happening spontaneously. I will forever remember the woman working at the grocery store, or the Grab driver daily taking me on local road trips around Bali. At this point, my life felt good. I was happy, present, and it sounds cliche, but me. But before I knew it, it was all over, and I had failed. I was back in Norway with a difficult autumn and winter about to face me. I always thought Bali was going to be the end to my story. I thought I was going to be one of those success stories, leaving with an empty bank account and a heart filled with dreams. But it turned out I was one of those million fail stories nobody ever hears about. But when things were at its darkest, I realized I really hadn't failed, because one thing was changed. Even in the darkest days, I kept having the faith in myself and courage to try that Bali had given me. And it kept shining even in the darkest winter days of Norway. So maybe Bali never was supposed to be the end to my story. Maybe it always was just the beginning.